Good morning, Ben and Tara, and Avery and Henry. A while ago, I told you I was going to make you a coffee video tutorial, so I'm going to do that. Pardon me, it's early, and I'm wearing my Christmas pajamas. And here's the beautiful setup you got going on. 1. Chemex by Chemex. 2. Scale by Hario. 3. Coffee canister by Just Love Coffee, Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Coffee by Schaefer Coffee, nice Ethiopian medium roast. Yeah, filters by Chemex, I think. Plant by God. Grinder by Baratza, and the Cadillac of all water steamers. Something, I think it's by Stag something. I don't know who that's by, man. Shoot, it's so nice. Step 1, heat your water. This has a little temperature gauge on it. You want to go between 195 and 205. Whoa! But I like to go around 200 if I'm using a new batch of coffee. So we'll let that warm up. I got water in here. Oh, look at that water. Hello. Beautiful. Step 2, we're going to open our coffee. Oh, yeah. Okay, so now we're going to measure out our beans. Use our little scale. Oh, look how dirty that is. How embarrassing. Alright, we're taking this little guy, putting it on the scale. And we're going to make probably 20 grams. So, yes. Oh, perfect. Alright, so then we gotta airtight seal this up because oxygen and light will make the beans go stale quicker. And then we take the grounds right from here, put it in our grinder. Woo! This is a little burr grinder, which means it just grinds it up a lot more consistently, and you're gonna get much more more full flavor because the water is draining through the beans at the same rate. That's dirty too, dang it. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. So here's a little pro tip. You want to grind the beans within like 30 seconds to a minute of when you're actually going to pour the water over it. I know it's like really pretentious and annoyingly detailed, but if you're gonna go to all this length, you might as well go, all the way. So it just makes sure that you get the most flavor out of your beans and sort of speeds up the process of getting the gases out of it that make your coffee bitter. We're using a new bag of coffee, so this setting probably will not be accurate, but I'm just gonna go a little finer so that the grounds are a little not as coarse. We're turning it on. If you're not filming a video when you're making your coffee in the morning, which is probably going to be the case, you can go ahead and do this while your coffee is grinding. So this is the Chemex filter. Here's the 4 layers right here. And you just take one of them on the outside, pull it away from the others, like that. And that is how you're going to set it in your Chemex, like this. So pro. Okay, and our water is heated up. 1 degree short. Oh, there it goes. Okay. So you're going to take it and wet the filter. This heats up the glass in the Chemex a little bit. And it also gets rid of any flavorings that this could potentially put into your coffee. So you're just kind of flushing it all out of there. And this window goes nowhere, so this is what I usually do. Just pour it out. Get out of there. Alright, everything's set up and ready to go. We got ground, hot water, Chemex ready. We'll tear that out. Okay, so here we go. Oh, Oh my goodness, that smells good. Okay, we're just gonna pour it in. Yes, beautiful. And now we are ready for the water. All right, so we're getting ready to do our first step of our brewing process, which is called the bloom. And you just pour in about twice the amount of weight that your grounds are. So we have 20 here, so we're gonna put in 40 grams of water, and this is back down to 0, and we want to get that up to 40. And so we're going to just pour really slowly. Our gooseneck helps with that right there. And this is just to release as many gases as we can, and it really makes the coffee much less bitter. So here we go. Oh. You can leave that on there for about 30 seconds depending, and then we just slowly start adding water. Oh yes, okay, that looks good. Look at all that. You want that golden kind of beigey color right on the top. Okay, and I do a ratio of 15:1. Because I like my coffee to grow a few hairs on my chin. And so that's pretty strong usually, but I like that. So for 20 grams of coffee, we'll be going up to 300 grams of water. And you just keep going around. Doesn't really matter, but just a slow pour, pouring into the dark areas that are on the surface. And while you do it though, we do want to avoid hitting the edges. I'll do it for learning purposes. Like, don't want to do that as much because there's potential for the water to just slip by all the beans and right out without really picking up any of that coffee flavor. All right, I'm at my weight. You can see that dripping through. So this is my first time making a batch with this bag, and it's dripping through pretty quickly. So I probably, next time I'll do it, I'll probably do the grounds a little bit finer than this, and just see what it changes to the flavor. And see if I can't get a little more crema on the top there. That's kind of what that stuff is called, although it's dissipated quite a bit. So, looking good, almost ready. Yeah! This is hard to see on the camera, but the color's looking really nice right there. Look at nice thick cup of joe. So, let's take a try. Yummy. Oh, yes. That is a perfect amount for me in the mornings. Woo. So there you have it. A nice cup of joe for any good morning. And I've tasted this guy, and it's got a little bit of a bite to it. So I'll be doing some experimenting with the grind size to get that out of there and get a different flavor. It's fun. It's just fun. But Merry Christmas, you guys. I love you both, and I hope we can have coffee again soon.